And welcome back, Desk Poppers. I'm joined here today with Angel and the guy on the phone, Daniel. We're going to be talking about the first episode of The Last of Us. Now, we are going to be coming out with these episodes a week later. I think this series is very rewatchable. And like I said, I've rewatched this episode multiple times already, even though it's an hour 30 long.
Oh my God, that was a long premiere,
Yes.
man.
Let's get started. First of all, I just want to initial thoughts. You think it's going to be a great show?
I think it'll be a good
It's looking good.
It's looking good.
It's looking good.
I think so.
It was a great first episode.
Yeah. A little long, but...
It didn't feel long. I will say, I think they cast perfectly.
You think so?
Yeah, I think Pedro Pascal.
Okay, so we talked about this already, but you think he's winning something?
He should win awards. Him and Ellie, Bella Ramsey, who plays Ellie, man. A lot of people didn't think this casting was good.
No, they were thrown off by it when it was first announced. I remember.
And I think they exemplify the character.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know if we talked about this, but Pedro Pascal is such a sweet and nice person out of like shows and all that.
So, quick question. Did you play the game?
No. I did not.
You never played the game?
I never played the game.
Did you ever play the game?
He's a damn liar.
No, I never played the
No,
game.
you
I watched.
never played the game.
I watched the walkthrough. I watch a lot of Let's Plays. I watch a lot of I watch YouTubers play it. When you don't have a lot of time to play video games, you watch other
people.
You watch people play video games, which is weird because you think if you have time. No, I enjoy watching people do things. I'm a big YouTuber, like watching things on YouTube, and I watch people, so I know what happens. That first scene is very iconic of what happens to Sarah. Obviously, she dies.
Yeah.
For the people, this is like I'm gonna say spoiler warning, but the game came out 10 years ago.
Oh, that's what I told you.
Obviously, spoiler warning, just in case.
In case.
Well, it's funny
there's
'cause
already a game out there.
on a group chat, I was like, I watched the episode, but it didn't dawn on me until like 3 days later, where I was like, oh, we're gonna watch him die. Like, he's gonna die.
You just spoiled it.
Yeah, like
spoiled
sorry,
it.
the game came out 10 years ago.
I
but still.
didn't watch the game, so
I was like, oh, cool.
I don't think
I
they're
get to
gonna do
watch
that
it.
though.
You don't think so?
No, I think Pedro Pascal is such a big character. I think if they do it like Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead, they're gonna prolong the death. They're gonna wait it out a couple seasons at least because they got Pedro Pascal. They're not gonna kill him off season 2.
No, then I mean, I think each season is gonna be like, so The Last of Us, right? The first game, because there's 2 games, part 1, part 2. I think The Last of Us part 1 will probably be like 3-4 seasons, and then part 2 another 2 or 3 seasons. That way they at least get like 5 seasons out of Pedro.
Daniel, how do you feel now that you know he spoiled it for you? You're the commenters, you're the videos. No, you haven't known that. I know you didn't know that. That's why
he said it on Desktop the other day.
No, he didn't. So that's why
I never commented about that.
Oh, he knows now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because we messaged each other separately because I knew he didn't know.
No, but then I put it on the Desktop one.
Yeah, to ruin it for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, but I know he didn't know.
Look, man, the game's been out. I don't even have a Sony, and I played it.
I don't give a fuck. I didn't even watch the game.
You don't have to watch the game. You have to play the game.
He watched it.
Yeah, but you might as well play it at that point. It takes the experience away.
Does it?
I think so.
I don't think it does.
I don't like watching.
It's like watching a movie.
No.
It's like watching a movie with someone live reacting.
So how long is each episode going to be? Is it an hour and a half for each episode?
No, I'm gonna say no. I think that was just the premiere. I'm assuming they're gonna be like 45.
2 nights gonna be an hour.
Huh?
2 nights an hour.
2 nights an hour.
So probably like
Yes.
an hour every episode then.
So if you guys know, we record every Sunday, so it makes it a little hard to watch and record. So we're gonna be a week behind, like I said.
We're gonna be that's
all right.
That's the only other thing is it comes out Sunday night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, like at that time I'm starting to like get ready for like work the next
Then
day.
I'm already like laying in bed and everything.
Which I'm really happy about. Since we have a whole week to watch it, I don't have to like stress myself to watch it the night before.
That's true.
And with no big major spoilers, because I kind of know what happens. It's not a big deal for me to see spoilers online, unless you think they would really swerve us like that and like do something completely out of pocket.
So The Last of Us and The Mandalorian are gonna be running like side by side for
just for one episode. Mandalorian comes out March 3rd. This last episode is March 17th.
Okay. Yeah, I knew they overlapped just a little bit.
It starts off with a really strong,
like the origin, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a guy talking about the biggest danger to humans is fungi, and everybody's just looking at him like
he's crazy.
No, they're all blank. They all got
scared.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
No,
they were
all had
looking
a
at him
blank
like,
stare.
they were like, what is he talking about? Like fungi? Like
they had no.
I took it as they all got like worried.
No,
Because
because
that
no
was
one.
the
Like, oh shit, what have happened?
Yeah, like so
that whole thing happened in the 70s.
No, I know that.
yeah.
This says it.
So
like
it
cable
goes
talk?
from the 70s, those two doctors talking about fungi, and then it jumps to 2002.
2003. Yes.
2003.
Post 9/11, which is crazy too.
Yeah.
That we have like 2 years removed from 9/11, and then you have to deal with 9/11 and then the zombie apocalypse, bro. Just
That
not.
world is going through it.
Yeah, you're going through it. That timeline is really.
That's
So
rough.
I didn't notice it until I rewatched a video on Twitter about, I forget Joel's daughter's name, Sarah, when she was in the kitchen.
Says he's watched.
When she was in the kitchen with the older lady.
Dude, I saw that. I was literally gonna say that's one of my favorite scenes when
Yeah.
she's looking at the movies to get Viper or whatever to watch it, and
You didn't
just
notice her in the background?
Well,
You didn't
not at
notice the grandma in the
first.
background?
Not at first.
That's the first thing I saw.
Oh, I noticed it on the second watch around. I was like,
Bro.
oh, cool. Like, you know, it's just
Yeah.
one of those things where you just.
You don't got that eye for detail.
No, I don't. That's why I rewatched
I saw it right away.
I saw
was
that
like,
right
oh, that's
away.
cool.
I thought it was really cute that you know what I didn't notice was Sarah stealing the money. I didn't know where she got the money from, and I watched the second time, and then I see her taking the money
Taking
from
the money.
Joel. No, this was a
Broken, but
great
broken,
detail. You guys know where the fungi started in this show, right? Like in this specific show,
No.
where it started was from the gluten, from cookies and bread.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so all the characters that didn't get the disease, infection,
Yeah.
I guess we can call it. I think Joel and they were gonna eat pancakes. They didn't have any pancake mix, so they didn't get pancake. He didn't get cake in that at night
For the
thing.
birthday. Yeah.
And then the
yeah.
neighbors had cookies. They were making cookies and they ate cookies. And they were talking also about the crops, that there was issues with the crops in the radio, something like that, with with
Okay.
wheat and all that.
Did not.
So this is the starting of the infection was well, I guess gluten. I guess is the enemy.
Gluten free.
No, I mean I want to talk
White
about.
people are onto something going gluten free.
I want to have a table talk just for us, talking about like a potential zombie apocalypse. But at the
Oh,
end,
I have a plan.
Oh, okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
I do
we'll talk
want to
about-
talk about
My
this.
plan changes every time I find something new.
It's flexible like that.
Yeah.
The whole thing was great. I love the the scene of them driving in the truck trying to get out. The whole
Oh, yeah.
sequence was amazing. Literally follows the game to a T.
Yeah.
That prologue was down to the T.
And dude, the changes that they made were like good changes for TV. Like the way he kills
Yeah.
the grandma, the way that the airplane crashes, and
Yeah.
that's how they get stuck. It just there's a lot of great changes that were made, and you don't need. They're subtle. I think a lot of production studios where they mess up is that they try to change too much. Like
Not too much, but they make obvious changes to
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you
Oh,
catch
yeah.
it and
Yeah.
you're like, hey, what's that?
Yeah, like that wasn't in the game. Or
Yeah, that was in
That's
the
not the
game.
same as the
Yeah.
book.
Because the
Good
second
change.
you start questioning it, it kind of starts losing.
You start paying attention
Yeah,
to
you
like
start
everything
paying-
that's been changed.
Yeah.
I saw a Twitter tweet. I saw a tweet that said the reason that we like the books, the reason we like the video games is because we want to see it adapted to the TV. We don't want
Yeah.
any. We want to see the
Yeah, 'cause-
characters go through the scenes that happen in
yeah.
there, but live action.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
You
create that
visualize
picture.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
visualize it.
create it in your mind.
And you want to see it. And I think a lot of these production companies are like, no, they've already seen it. Let's give them something new, but with the same name. I'm like, bro,
yeah.
Yeah.
there's a reason why we love these like adaptations
Yeah.
for books and video games, you know?
That you know what comes to mind with that is like Percy Jackson.
Yes, bro. I was thinking about that as I was saying it.
Yeah. Like
And I'm
Percy
hoping that
Jackson.
new
Yeah.
show.
I'm hoping that new show.
Dude,
sticks.
We gotta have an episode
I'm
on
excited
Percy.
for that.
I was gonna ask.
I'm excited. I hope it.
Yeah, I'm
hopefully
excited
it comes
for that
out.
too.
Where were we? We were at the beginning.
Yeah, Sarah dies.
Sarah
Yeah,
dies.
so she dies.
Dude, that was emotional.
I like how connected you got right
At the
away.
end, or when
no,
No, right away because
right
Sarah
away
dies
because
and
she
you're like,
dies
oh,
and you're like,
bro.
damn.
Yeah.
Like you kind of like
Yeah.
you feel it.
You do 100%.
Yeah.
'Cause-
She was only in there for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, so that was a subtle difference that the game, the game, you don't spend a lot of time with Sarah.
Yeah.
In the show, you spend a good 30 minutes, like the first 30
whole
minutes is
prologue is-
dedicated.
yeah.
She's literally the main character. Yeah,
Yeah.
we follow her in her day
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
everything, which was great because we're going to spend so much time with all these other characters. We get a good 30 minutes of just Sarah. And 20 years later, I was thinking about this. He moves to Boston. There's no way you can get gas because it's a zombie apocalypse.
That's what I was thinking of. Because
Go ahead.
so like in the games, they travel all over the country. I'm like, dude, where are you guys getting the gas for this? Because in the games, they go from like Boston across like the
Jackson,
Midwest,
Pittsburgh, Salt
Pittsburgh,
Lake. They pretty much go like
Salt
all
Lake,
over.
Seattle. They end up in Seattle,
So-
which is across the country. Like,
Pretty much.
Well, I'm gonna assume he probably heard something during the craziness and just started going towards Boston while there was still gas, like before the 20 years, maybe like a year after
Yeah.
everything happened. He was like, oh, okay, Boston.
Some other running theories are that, let's say like there's a zombie apocalypse here. We hear through the grapevine, hey, Boston has a great fortress, or hey, Salt Lake has a good, like they set up a good, little wall. We're like,
Okay.
oh, why wouldn't we go there? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
why wouldn't we try to be safe?
You know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember how it came up, but remember one time we were going to Mario's house and we were talking about the zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, and we were talking about that little. I don't know how it came up, but we were talking about
Like
if we could
Milliken?
hide there, or we
Yeah.
could like, yeah.
We're talking about how Milliken, and then you're like, Milliken's pretty good. And I was like, no, it's not. There's no water around here.
Yeah.
And then we looked at a stream. I was like, it's right there.
Yeah. I don't know how. We were driving to Mario's house one day and we just started talking about the zombie apocalypse.
I go through it every now and then. I'll be like, I'll see a building and I'm like, hey, you know what? That building's kind of cool. Like it has food. It has, it has like storage. It has like
guys,
bathrooms and stuff.
Stick to the end because we're gonna have a little table talk talking about the zombie apocalypse.
Okay, so
But-
what were we talking about?
There's a lot of parallels. He goes from holding her dead daughter to holding this kid who we meet like a little bit where she's walking, or it's a little child walking up to the wall. They figure
Yeah.
out they have
Oh, yeah.
the fungi, which I like the way they like just check.
Yeah.
And it's a quick
Yeah, it's
way.
pretty
You don't
cool.
gotta explain it. It's just there we go. Apparently the child has the fungi, the infection,
child.
and then next time we see them is Joel carrying the body and throwing it in the fire.
Throwing it
And
into
at
the
this
fire.
point his face is
Desensitized.
Desensitized.
bro. There we go.
Yeah.
So
How many
that
times
parallel's
do you think
crazy.
he's done that?
Bro,
In 20
like,
years?
With the child or just throwing
just-
bodies?
yeah.
Just
I think that's
disposing of bodies.
Thousands of bodies.
yeah.
Thousands?
Imagine how many times I have to count money at the bank. That's his job. So that as much, he's been doing
I
it.
wonder how the population goes up and down. Like how often you
Like how-
It's just going down.
How often
It's just
you
going down.
You think people
think
are
so?
horny during the zombie
Yeah.
apocalypse?
Well, yeah. When he talks about it, the lady he's with.
In
what's
the
her name?
flashback, yeah.
No,
Evil.
no,
No,
she was
not-
talking. Well, they were talking about like, because you know how they were talking about her getting beat up. Well, she was like, oh, well, these kids they were born after the
Yeah. After the
Pandemic.
pandemic.
and they don't know.
They don't know life.
They don't know life.
That's
They
all
don't
they
know how to
know.
treat. They
Yeah.
don't know respect.
Bro, these youngins.
So
Well,
they,
even
they've
in
been
that,
doing.
even in that flashback where they confirmed that Joel's a little spoon.
Oh, bro, I love that, bro. Joel is a little.
They just chipped
a
over.
little spoon. That's why I was like, oh, they're horny.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro.
No,
but-
nothing wrong with it. But I'm just saying, like that's just, like
Yeah.
people are horny. Like,
Also,
More
I mean,
representation.
I know there's not a lot of people around, but he can do better.
No,
Slim pickings.
maybe.
Yeah, slim
I thought-
pickings.
Look, it's hard. I looked up the actress to see but I
Yeah.
think it's the makeup, bro. Honestly, you guys just
Well, I mean, yeah.
And also
It's
she had a
you're going
swollen
through
eye.
like a worn, torn,
swollen
like
eye.
pandemic and everything. So I know
well,
they're
because
gonna
they're
be
also
looking rough
fighting.
and
They're also
stressed out and
fighting
everything.
like what are they called? The fireflies.
The fireflies.
Fireflies. It's just war torn, dude. Like everyone.
Yeah, no, I'm saying you're gonna be like stressed. You're gonna be worn down.
Yeah.
your body's gonna be aged like 40 years.
Dude, nobody. Yeah. You get what you get, my boy.
Yeah. But I'm saying,
New Rockstar cashed on, which I really liked, was the second half. Like when they were in Boston, you don't see a lot of violence. You don't
No.
see the people getting hanged. You don't see the punches.
It was a lot more dialogue. It was a lot more
murder.
dialogue.
But the reason they do that is to save the violence for the very end, which I love the parallel.
Yeah.
Of, like
The ending of the episode.
so when he's holding the gun to him and he's about to shoot, and he like has a flashback. Which do you think they should have showed us a flashback? I feel like it was pretty like on the nose too. Like he's.
I thought so too. Like
Like,
I
you
didn't think the flashback was necessary.
yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
it's pretty much-
re-traumatizing us.
Yeah. But we see the flashback, and this time he attacks.
He charges at him.
He charges at
which
him, yeah.
is crazy. You charge at the guy with the gun.
I know that guy froze.
Oh, he froze too. Yeah, 100%.
As soon as someone steps, boom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
boom.
I think there's a measure within 6 feet. You can stab somebody before they can pull the trigger.
No, have you not seen the Always Sunny where he's like, "Oh, I could beat you with the sword." He's
Yeah.
like, "Dead,
Dead.
dead,
Yeah.
dead,
Yeah.
dead, dead."
Yeah, that's what I thought of. Like,
That's literally it. But is there is that
Yeah.
scientifically proven that
Yeah,
within
They talk about it like if you're like within
a certain
a certain amount of feet, you can attack somebody by hand before they can
pull the
like,
trigger or what?
pull a gun or
He already
pull
had
the
the-
trigger.
he
Something
already
like
had
that.
the gun
Yeah.
though. Like,
No, I
his
know,
hand was on
but
the
I'm forgetting.
trigger.
I can't remember what it's saying. What
Like
it
that's
is.
what I'm saying. Like the second that dude.
Yeah,
was
but it
start-
also takes the time for you to react. I'm not saying like this dude's like slow on reacting.
Oh, he was.
but- yeah, but he also has a long gun. He had a
Yeah.
rifle, so he had it out, but he wasn't always pointing it directly
He
at
should
him.
be.
He was like
should've
kind
been.
of
He
like
should have been, bro. That's his job.
Dude,
he was
that's
like at
his
his
job.
feet most of the time.
He was giving me top flight security vibes.
We haven't said that in a while on the podcast.
I know.
Of the world, Craig.
Of the world, Craig.
Yeah, man. One last thing before we do a little table talk at the end. How easy do you think the infection is? Because
Like the spread.
They show cuts. They get worried about cuts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Any open wound.
Like an open wound.
Yeah.
I think it's probably like.
So like me breathing it in, like
I feel like
it's just
I feel like it might be like some sort of like, I don't think airborne, but it had to be like if you get your
Like
wound infected.
like an STD almost, like exchanging bodily fluids.
you see it
something
with the
like that.
grandma. The grandma has a thing pulling out, and that thing wants like they're not cannibalist zombies. They are just using the
thing to
the little thing to go
infect the
in and
other-
infect the other person.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't know how like if I was next to a zombie and they didn't do anything, like would I get sick or do they have to like actually?
No, I think they have to actually touch you.
That's actually, it's like,
I'm surviving
that's
then.
That's
I'm
how they
in.
walk.
because when they're in the tunnel
Yeah.
and they see that dude stuck on the wall.
Yeah, up on the wall.
They don't he doesn't touch the fungi.
yeah.
I just want to.
It just goes around it.
So I'm
Well-
assuming you have to touch it.
Yeah,
in a
I'm
way.
assuming too. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
I'm sure we'll figure it. We'll see it later on.
Yeah.
Alright. And guys, today's sponsor is brought to you by Despop. It's us. We're the sponsors. The best way to support us is to give a like, share it with your Mima, and subscribe. It helps
with your
us.
friends.
Yeah, it helps. Yeah, with your friends, with your Mima, with everybody, guys.
I thought nobody got that.
Once again, the sponsorship, Despop. Let's go into our table talk because I did want to talk about this because I thought about this all week. How to
I
survive
was
a
too.
zombie
Yeah, I was
apocalypse.
too.
I do believe, guys, where we live, we have this best spot for zombie.
I think we're in a good spot.
All,
too.
all
we
I-
live?
Yeah, 100%. All you have to do is go in the mountains. You know how big the mountains are?
Yeah.
They're humongous, bro. There's so much land.
Yeah, but we also have a lot of people that are gonna go to the mountains.
Yeah, and we're all gonna be safe. The only thing I was worried about is I do need guns, right? I'm not a person who has a gun.
Oh, we can go to the mom and pop shop on Main Street. Pops or whatever it's called.
Grandpa's. It's just called Grandpa's.
No, I was already making a list of all my friends that I know have guns and just like putting their contact, like hit this guy up if a zombie apocalypse ever happens.
Yeah, you know
Well,
what
then
you
I'm not
just
gonna
do?
tell you
On
that
your
I have
contacts, just next to their contact name, just put the gun emoji. That's what you
Just in case. Because you do need guns. I do think you could get taken advantage of, especially because,
Oh, absolutely. Would you try to go somewhere warm?
no.
Like a warm area with mountain?
Literally the beginning of the
It
thing
depends on
said
what the zombie like understands.
the fungi cannot survive in cold weather. There's no way they're surviving cold
They're
weather.
in Boston.
They're
Boston gets cold.
Yeah, Boston gets cold.
Damn, well, you got me there.
Dude, Boston gets colder than here.
No, I think the mountains, bro. I do think the thing for me is that I don't even care about, I need to build a community, right? That's my one thing, right? I want to make sure that I have a group of people
My
that
thing with the mountains is you would have to survive the winters. The winters are going to be rough.
Yeah,
you're going to have to survive a zombie apocalypse.
I know, but like,
You know what
add
would be
winter
like
on top of
a
that?
decent place at the top of Long's Peak? You know how you can drive at the top and there's that little restaurant?
Yeah.
That'd be like a little nice place
Yeah.
because that's just at the peak and you can close the road. Everything else is
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you
and
get
then-
snowed in.
And,
Yeah.
or
Or
yeah,
Estes
but I
Park.
mean, even then you go down like 2-3 miles and there's that big lake in the mountain.
Yeah.
So you got fresh water.
Bro, well, just Estes Park, bro. It's in a valley. It has lake around
Yeah.
it.
Ooh, the Stanley Hotel.
Yeah, bro.
Just shut it down and be like, hey, yeah, everybody get your own room. You know,
You see, you guys are. I feel like you guys are thinking about like places. I'm thinking about the people. I want a
I
good.
don't give a fuck about the people.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
No,
about
because
people.
you're gonna have a better
you
chance
create
of
a community
surviving.
with your friends. You know,
Yeah, that's what I'm
like
saying,
hey,
the
like us.
people.
But no.
No, that's what I'm saying. The people.
No, people
because
are
my
strangers.
first move, zombie apocalypse happens. I'm calling one of you two. If cell phones go down, I want to make sure we have a place where we're like.
We meet up.
Meet
Hey,
up.
so if anything happens, you know, meet in Estes Park Stanley Hotel. We already know.
Well,
Not you guys.
I'm not making that trek by myself. I would rather meet at Angel's house or something, and then we make the trek. Like,
Oh, yeah, we're going that way. Then that.
well, no, we would have to
we
come
we
this
get there
way.
and we're like, oh, damn, Angel here. But now we got to go back in the room.
No, we also have a. We'll wait for you for like a day or two, and then
Say, get like a big truck, but
no,
it's
we,
not going to work for a minute.
it would. Well, if you have full gas, it will at least take you to like a pretty far.
Like a snowplow?
Like a snowplow?
Like a snowplow, you know, just like if they're like out on the road,
hitting
just
a
fucking
barrier. put a little snowplow emoji next to everything.
I think the first couple hours, you make sure you have everything you need.
pack clothes, most important, because obviously we live in the mountains, so we need clothes.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy. You guys are you guys are acting like you guys have time.
You just said, what are you doing the first
Yeah,
couple hours?
what are you doing?
Yeah, so like look at Joel and Nettie. They didn't even know a zombie apocalypse was happening until it was happening, right?
Yeah,
So you have
and then when you
motherfuckers
find out it
outside.
happens, everybody's just start gonna get ransacked. What you want to do is find your weapons right away.
Yeah,
you know,
thank you.
you get your
Thank
you get
you.
your
Yes.
gun.
You just said said close.
Yeah, that's why
No, no,
I
I'm
know
saying-
he's wrong. Because let's say
Is it
right
close or
now,
weapons? What is it?
No, I'm saying like right as soon as you find out,
So,
with
like-
your weapons. But I'm
don't got
talking about
time,
like,
bro.
I'm talking about like, oh, like if we got like an hour or two, obviously get some
yeah,
clothes,
an
get
hour or
some-
two, like, hey, zombie apocalypse is happening. No, bro, I'm saying like outside, the zombies are already starting to attack people. You're seeing that.
Oh, you stay in the house.
First thing you're doing, no,
board up your house.
no.
No.
Yeah, I
You wait
get in
for-
my
you wait for
truck.
it to calm down.
No, first thing, you want to get out of there,
Yeah.
dude. You want to get out of there.
I want to get it. If too many zombies start popping up around here, bro, I'm not safe in my house. They're gonna start beating the door. They're gonna start getting in. I have no weapons in my house.
So-
I'm just saying the first thing I'm doing is hitting you guys up and making sure we have a safe house.
Get Rodney protection. I don't got weapons on him.
I'm hitting y'all up. I'm hitting up Fifi. I know he's got a big ass truck. We're mobbing out, bro.
Hey, you know what we
need you.
should do? Meet up and all go to like a fucking outdoor world or whatever it's called and just take all the rifles.
Dude, no, that's like the first place people are gonna go
Yeah,
to.
bro.
You need weapons.
He's always thinking of going to places with high crowds, man. But he's not
Yeah,
surviving a
he's
zombie
not
apocalypse,
surviving,
bro.
dude. You're
You
dying.
go guns and blasting, you fucking kill everybody.
You're
Steal
not
everything.
making it into Cabela's. You're gonna pull up to the parking lot. They're shooting you.
He's not making it. Yeah, he's not making it.
you
zombie
get-
Dude thinks he
apocalypse.
can walk into
get
Cabela's.
no,
Like,
you're walking in. You get a little Fiat. You drive that bitch in through the front door.
You're not making it through the front door.
He thinks he's the only one that thought of it.
I know.
too. That's
I'm
why.
not thinking that.
You and every other redneck in Colorado.
That's why my first thought was hitting up friends who already have guns. That's what you should be doing.
We'll just rob a redneck.
Yeah, you're putting a lot of trust in the strangers.
Yeah, he is.
I know. I don't give a fuck
No,
about strangers. I just said you'd run them over and kill them.
You're not gonna make it to run
Yeah,
them
I'm
over.
saying
dude.
you're not.
You're gonna get shot 50 yards before you make it to them.
Yeah,
You really think people got aim like that?
Yes, I do.
No, I don't. But I do agree
Hell
they
no.
don't got him like that unless they're
Hell
like
no.
military experience. Even Hector, I don't know. But
Catching a stray.
look, but all I'm saying is you're really coming up with places that are like highly crowded. I would be going away from that. You know, I would be hitting up my closest friends and just making sure, hey guys, what do we need? And let's mob
I
out.
would go to Cabela's like 4 or 5 days after. You know, once everyone's already kind of.
Oh, that's when you like you're walking through, right? And then there's a random ass guy just coming out and attacks you.
But I would rather take my chances on the one-on-one than
Yeah, you're
against a
still,
crowd
you're
of
still
50.
taking too long. By the time you come back down and start searching for stuff, everything's gone.
Yeah, you might as
No,
well just go to the mountains and with what you got, and you just survive.
You survive.
With the 5 bullets and the hanger.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And then you just go from there, bro. You go from there. You start, massing more bullets.
Weapons of mass destruction.
I'm just saying, Estes Park is probably. We just gotta make sure that we're the leaders of whatever.
Yeah. Let us
Yeah,
know
just
what
so-
you would do during a zombie apocalypse
Yay.
and where you would go because we need
Ideas.
We need
Ideas.
help. We need ideas. Thank
don't
you
need
for
help.
watching. Adios.
See ya.
Deuces.